So he will respond by getting his own gold base. And these are very similar builds. You can actually see that Hawk is ever so slightly ahead in the income tab. Now just getting his second gas. Still no lair from both these players, and evolution chamber being being placed at the exact same time by these two players, so expect these two players to have +1 at the same time. This army is split up just ever so slightly by vibe, so it does make him vulnerable. Fortunately, Hawk's army is at the other edge of the map, so look for vibe to actually take his third base soon enough. He needs to keep up with that production, because if he does not, he will get further and further behind in this game. Still no expansion right now for vibe. Where is that drone? He really needs to send it out. A lot of creep spread could very well help him a lot also, because those two spine crawlers could be placed in front of the gold base instead of that second base, because this is going to make the gold base ever so vulnerable if he decides to take it. These lings are going to go here and check for that gold base, try and harass a bit. These units are actually out of position. If these lings decide to run by, there is nothing preventing them from going into the main base. And Hawk, no, he actually goes back and joins his army. That expansion from Hawk is now done. He will transfer a lot of drones there. And there they are, 9 drones being transferred. Queen just starts now, and his supply will just boom forward at this point. He has a huge advantage. These banelings might be able to catch these lings off guard. No, they don't. Wisely, he does pull back. But again, Hawk has such a huge advantage. 8 roaches in production right now. It will bring his roach count to 24 compared to only 11 from vibe. Sorry, and it will just push him forward so much. At this point, I feel like Hawk could just A-move inside Vibe's base and just win. This has been very intense. You can see that Vibe, known for that very, very high APM, is averaging just below 300. That is insane, even for a pro player. Now, gonna try and run these lings by, but there are roaches in position to actually catch them off guard. And I feel like Vibe really missed his opportunity in this game. He really needed that third base at the gold base. Now just starting his third at the blue mineral line. That won't be enough though to come back in this game. He is not gonna come back in this game with a single blue expo while his opponent has a gold base running. His opponent could just throw away units at him right now and win this game straight up. You can see that APM still being spammed away. Is there an infestation pit from these players? Actually, a Hydra Den going up for Hawks, who we did see him favor the Hydra Den in the last game as well. Instead of the infestation pit, we actually saw that Vibe favors the infestors. And there it goes, the pathogen glands just now starting. And actually, ZVZ lately has been tending towards heavier infestor builds. Apparently not Hawk, but if you ever seen Destiny play a ZVZ, you usually see more infestors than roaches actually, and that is just insane because infestors can actually soften up these roaches so much and lock them down from moving forward. It is just not even funny. Then you don't need that many roaches to actually finish off the army. That is why infestors are so good in ZVZ. So that is one way that Vibe could actually come back here, and Hawk will only have a slight window of opportunity before these infestors actually pop up. They are gonna come here in about 10 seconds, and if he's not careful, he will get fungled, and that whole army will just lose straight up to infestors. Now that third base is still not up and running, only for gas. For Vibe, 156 to 133 supply, but this army might just be too overwhelming here by Hawk. Even with those fungal growths, you can see 3 infestors now making their way across the map to join up this army. Vibe will try and push in here as soon as those infestors finish. Hawk will not have that +2 in time. He is producing 12 roaches and a lot more hydras here. There are 11 hydras and 28 roaches compared to only 30 roaches and 4 infestors for vibe. And this will be one big engagement. He needs to wait for those infestors though. He cannot engage this straight up, especially with those hydras. And we'll just have to wait and see it. He won't have that great of a concave. You can actually see Hawk has a great positioning here. If vibe actually engages this, it won't turn out very well. Nice spread by Hawk also. So he will decide to actually fall back. These Lings could go to that gold base and force a cancel here. And I think they are aiming for that gold base. There they go. And no, they decide to just run into the main base. Those two spine crawlers might actually be able to... Nice Baneling shot, actually killing most of these Lings, preventing a run by, and now these Lings won't do any more damage. Meanwhile, an engagement is imminent in the center of the map. These infestors might be caught off guard. They have to turn around and fungal to be able to actually run back. And they decide to engage here. One nice fungal, one infestor being trapped in the front. He should actually fungal this again. There he goes. One fungal left by vibe. But this might just be too many units by Hawk. You can see those units in the front actually died very quickly, but the reinforcing roaches in the back will be able to clean this up quite easily. +2 is now just almost done for Hawk, so he will be able to push this forward. I feel like vibe should have fungled this and just ran away. That fungal could have saved his entire army, waited for reinforcements. Another fungal going down, and I don't even think that it will be enough. That +2 is just doing so much damage, and a look for Hawk to just push his advantage here. You can see 10 roaches in production compared to only 9 and 1 infestor for vibe. He will force a cancel on that gold base, and not a good thing because vibe really needed that. Hawk is now maxed once again compared to 129 for vibe, so this will have to be GG. As soon as this last engagement happens, you will see vibe GG out of this, and Hawk will actually move forward in this tournament to the 4th round. Hopefully we will get more replays of Hawk and see his progression throughout this tournament. He is definitely a favorite now. He is definitely a favorite now to win this tournament, especially since he did just take out vibe, or he is about to take out vibe. Nice fungal here by vibe, but will it be enough? I don't think so. Even if he manages to clean this up, there are so many reinforcements coming up. He has the better concave, these 2 spine crawlers doing huge damage. You can actually see all these roaches in the very deep red, but with all those reinforcing roaches, it won't be enough. He does have to fall back to these spine crawlers. They will be taking out very easily, and expect a GG anytime soon, guys. This was quite a nice exchange here by these two players, back and forth. And this will be it. There is no way that vibe can actually come back here. 3 infestors in the back just chilling, saying their prayers, but it is not going to be enough. They are getting picked off by this small group of roaches, and vibe has to know it. He is just meditating right now, trying to recompose himself. But this is going to be GG, so thanks for tuning in, guys. That will be all the casting I'm doing for today. So for you live viewers, I will be uploading these to YouTube. For you YouTube viewers, don't forget to follow me on Justin TV. It is always nice to have some live viewers. So it is justin.tv/BuddhaZergs and Buddha Zerg, sorry. And see you next time.